Hey, I've been using Anytime Mailbox for about 4 months now, and if you've been clicking around their site wondering if it's actually legit, totally get why. That's exactly where I was before I signed up myself. There's one thing I didn't expect, and it completely changed how I look at virtual mailboxes. The experience I've had has almost nothing to do with Anytime Mailbox as a platform, though. It really, mostly comes down to the specific mail center you choose. And when I signed up, I wasn't aware of that. And by the way, midway through setting it up, I found the link that I'm also putting down below, which got me the best price available anywhere. You go ahead, click that link, it'll help you out. But I picked a location in Florida because I like the idea of having a Florida address for my LLC. What I didn't realize is that scan speed, forwarding speed, and even customer support are all handled by whoever runs that physical location. At my location, uploads weren't that fast. Scans and forwards sometimes took close to a week. The interface itself, though, has been solid. I see a photo of each envelope when it arrives, and I can tap to open it, scan it, forward it, or shred it. I was nervous at first about trusting a third party with bank mail and tax documents, of course, but the issue I actually ran into wasn't trust, it was timing. If I needed something done quickly, like a replacement debit card or a time-sensitive letter, I learned pretty fast this wasn't reliable for that. At least not with the location that I chose. What I did like right away, though, was not having to use my home address anymore. I run a small online store, and I never liked putting my actual house on LLC paperwork. Now, well, I don't have to. The address looks like a normal street address because it is one. The setup took more effort than I expected, though. I had to upload 2 forms of ID, fill out USPS Form 1583, and get it notarized. I used their online notary option, which cost me an extra $25. That part was annoying, but at least it only took about 15 minutes. Now, once everything was cleared, my account went live in about 3 days, I think it took. The first envelope showed up in my dashboard roughly a week after that. So it takes some time. Now, I requested an open and scan, and the image quality was fine. It worked well. Not perfect, of course, but definitely clear enough to read everything. There's one thing I really wished I'd understood earlier, which is how fast forwarding fees can add up. The base plan is cheap, but forwarding, especially packages, gets expensive quickly. Now, I only forward maybe 2 items a month and shred or store everything else digitally. That digital archive has ended up being one of my favorite parts. I can pull up mail from months ago without digging through a drawer. It's not like some life-changing feature, but it's just genuinely convenient. After I'd already signed up, I went back and read reviews for other locations. And that's when it really clicked how different the experience can be depending on where your mail is handled. And I haven't lost any mail or dealt with any bad support, but I also don't use this for anything mission critical. It's mostly junk mail, the occasional business letter, and state paperwork. For that, it's done exactly what I needed it to. So if you're already leaning toward trying Anytime Mailbox, just use the same link I used below so you don't overpay or end up restarting later to fix that.